Good morning, my dear students. Today I'm going to continue the story Should Wizard Hit Mummy? And today I'm also going to continue and complete this story. Now, see, there is two objective of this story. There are two point of view of this story. The one is the point of view of the teenagers, and the second one is the point of view of the you know parents. Parents want that the children should do what they command, what they want, okay? Because they think that they are experienced one and they have faced the world and they can be a better guide, a better role model, okay? And better caretaker who can just give them or facilitate them the proper way. But the children are not going to imitate the same footprints of their parents. So it is a revolting nature. At the same time, the narrator has tried to highlight that teenagers, okay, or the children generally live in fantasy world because they think that the world is like this and everything means all the problems of their life will be sorted out with the spell of a magic wand. Suddenly everything will start changing. All the movies that you see, okay, that is all fantasy movie, then one actor and one actress, okay, is going to fight with a number of, okay, or the bunch of or group of villains, and then he come out victorious. But this happens only in the fiction world, but that fiction is giving a sense of pleasure, a sense of contentment, okay, a sense of peace in the mind of the children. But the adults know, but the parents know, but the experienced people know that this is only fiction and can't be possible in the real life, okay, and the real world. Same case is here with Joe and his father and her father Jack. Jack wanted to install a sense of reality in the mind of his daughter through the reference of his personal life toughness and hardship that he has personally faced. But Joe was not willing to accept the ideology. She was not willing to just go through the way that her father is trying to suggest her in the story with references. So now I am reading the text and you please see according to the need of the paragraphs. I will just give you explanation and references. What is pick up sticks? This is a kind of game. Joe wanted to know that what kind of pick up sticks is that. It is a game you play with sticks, like the wizard's magic wand. This is the explanation by the father to his daughter, kind of. And they played games and laughed all afternoon. And then it began to get dark, and they all ran home to their mummies. Till here, I think I had completed. So the narrator is telling that when Roger Skunk uh, was granted a very beautiful smell under the spell of magic by the wizard, he was welcomed by all. He was welcomed by all, and here fragrance, here good smell is the symbol of achievement, symbol of money, symbol of power, symbol of prosperity. So when his originality was removed from his personality, when he start living in the fiction world, it was being liked by Joe. So Joe wanted that Roger Skunk should carry the same smell and should remove his original smell the way a skunk used to smell. And that is not possible in the real world. This is only possible in the fantasy world. Jo was starting to fuss with her hands and look out of the window. This shows that now she is losing the interest in the story because her hero has won, okay, and her hero has adopted by everyone, and now her uh, wish is fulfilled, because the wish was to sort out the problem of her hero as soon as possible. And that happened. At the crack of day showed under the shade, the thought the story was all over. And now she was thinking that everything is over. Jack did not like women when they took anything for granted. This was his personal observation about women. Okay, that this he thinks that this is their natural heredity, that they thinks everything for granted without analyzing and assessing the end of the story and at the conclusion. He liked them apprehensive, hanging on his words. Now, Joe, are you listening? Yes, because this is very interesting. Roger Skunk's mummy said, now he's coming back once again to the story. What is that? Awful smell? What? And Roger Skunk said, it's me, mummy. Now Roger Skunk had reached his home, okay, and now he was sleeping there or might be doing something there. Suddenly, the mother of Roger Skunk came and asked, who is smelling awfully like this? I smell like roses. And she said, who made you smell like that? This is the conversation that is going on between Roger Skunk and his mother. And he said, the wizard. And she said, well off, all the nerve. Means she became little bit angry. You came with me, and we are going right back to that very awful wizard. Means she suggested, she commanded her little son that come with me. We are going straight to the wizard, the magician. Joe sat up, her hands dabbling in the air with genuine fright. And now Joe was frightened because of the twist of this story. Okay, that now what will happen? But daddy, then he said about the other little animals run away. Now she is interrupting in the story, her hands skittered off into the underbrush. Means she was a little bit apprehensive now. She was a little bit very much confusing now, that how her daddy is going to lead the story. And she is also reminding him that daddy, when he was smelling very awfully, all the animals were run away. All right, he said, but mummy, all the other little animals run away. This is the explanation. Okay, once again, the skunk said, the child skunk said to his mother that when I was smelling just like a skunk, all the animals were run away. Okay, they were not accepting me in their company. They were not going to give me their company. And she said, I don't care. This is the hallmark, the parents, a story within a story. Two parents are there, and the both are going to install a sense of self-respect, of self-culture. Okay, one is going to teach self-culture, self-respect, adoption of self-culture, and the second parents, Jack, is going to tell the hardship of the life. The mother skunk is telling, I don't care, you smell the way a little skunk should have, and I am going to take you right back to that wizard. And now she made this thought clear, that I am going to just to the uh, that wizard. And she took an umbrella and went back with Roger Skunk and hit that wizard right over the head. This was the anger. Okay, this shows the anger. At the same time, this was the contentment of the mother, that she was happy with her identity. She was happy with her hallmark, and she wanted to carry it on in her life. She was not unhappy, she was not annoyed, she was not upset with the reality of her life. She thinks that I am what I should. And this thought is very much important. We should adapt ourselves, we should adjust ourselves, we should accommodate ourselves. We should not complain about the skin, about culture, about religion, about caste, about community, about parentage, about birthplace, okay, about citizenship, nothing. We should adapt, okay, everything politely. We should adapt everything, okay, happily, and be content and be proud of what we are. This is the lesson the mother skunk wanted to teach all the children of the world, just as she is teaching to her son skunk. No, Joe said, and put her hand out to touch his lips. Now Joe is trying to stop her father, to stop this story like this. Yet even in her agitation, did not quite dare to stop the source of truth. And she is trying to just tell her father that you please stop this story now. Here, inspiration came to her, and now she was inspired. Then the wizard hit her on the head and did not change that little skunk back. Now, uh, Joe is demanding that it was not the mother who is going to hit the wizard. Wizard should hit the skunk's mother, because according to Joe, wizard has done very nice thing. Then the wizard hit her on the head and did not change that little skunk back. No, he said. The wizard said, okay. And Roger Skunk did not smell of roses anymore. He smelled very bad again. And now wizard was obliged to change the uh, smell of a skunk into its original one. But the other little amam refers to the animal or the skunk. Oh, Johnny it's the Joe. It's daddy story. Shall daddy not tell you any more stories? Her broad face looked at him, okay, through shifted light, astounded. And now, this Johnny, first time he has given the full name of Joe, that she was very much surprised and she was very much shocked because of this ending of this story. This is what happened. Then Roger Skunk and his mummy went home, okay, and they heard, oh, this is the happiness of the sound, okay, and it was the cuckoo train bringing Daddy Skunk home from Boston, and they had lima beans, celery, liver. These are the things they are eating, mashed potatoes, and P4, my four desserts. This they are eating. And when Roger Skunk was in bed, Mummy Skunk came up, okay, and hugged him and said, he smelled, he smelled like a little baby, a skunk again, and she loved him very much. And that is the end of this story. And finally, the mother skunk hugged the baby, okay, and finally said that you are smelling exactly as skunk should smell. And because of that, okay, they both are now happy. And this is the end of this story. Now see the interruption. This is the actual story. And now see the interruption of the child, interruption of Joe, that she does not want the story should end like this. She wants some rectification, modification, okay, in the story. And what she wants, let's see. But daddy, what? Then did the other little animals run away? Now she's once again asking to explain that now when he will explain just like a skunk, nobody will play with him. No, because eventually they got used to the way he was and did not mind it at all. Now Jack is going to tell her that it is the beginning time, okay, that they were very much unhappy with the smell, and now they got used to, okay, and now they start accepting him as he was initially. That was stupid, mummy. This is the remark. Now this is the criticism, okay. That was a stupid, mummy. Sometimes teacher also want their children to just do something better. They want some, uh, their children, their student, do better in their life, do better in their subjects, and because of that, they are just becoming little bit hard, okay, putting iron hand, and because of that, the children start criticizing, commenting, even start using some abusive words. Okay, so this happens in the teenage life. So same here with the parent is, the parents want to teach the children the hardship of life, but the child is not obliged with that. The child is not going to accept the hardship of life and start criticizing uh, the parents. In the presence of the parents, she start criticizing that mommy was a stupid mommy. See the remarks. A small kid is calling the mother of a skunk mother, a stupid mommy. That was a stupid mummy. This may be in question, okay? Are you agree with the statement of Joe that skunk mother was a stupid mummy? If yes, then give explanation. If yes, no, then you will have to write the explanation. This is the debating topic, just like the title of this story, that should wizard hit mummy? Now this is the question raised by the narrator himself, that according to Joe, wizard should hit mummy. It was the wish of Joe. Joe wants that it was not Mummy who is going to hit the wizard. It is wizard who is going to hit Mummy, because wizard has done very nice thing. He has changed the bad smell, the foul smell of mother skunk son, and now the son was enjoying everything. Means all were just accepting him in his mm, in his group, in his company, or they were just happily playing with him. So he is telling that that was a stupid mummy. It was not, he said, with rare emphasis, and believed from her expression that she realized he was defending his own mother to her, or something as odd. This you will see. Now I want you to put your big heavy head, okay, in the pillow and have a good long nap. And now uh, the father want that the daughter should, okay, now sleep. He adjusted the shade so not even a crack of day showed, and tiptoed to the door in the pretense that she was already asleep. And now, very silently, stealthily, moving out of the bedroom so that his daughter not disturbed, she should sleep peacefully. But when he turned, she was crouching on top of the covers and staring at him. And this shows that she was not happy. Okay, she was sitting there and she was not happy. She was surprised and she was shocked even. Hey, get under the covers and fall fast asleep. Bobby, sleep. Miss Bobby was the brother of Joe. She stood up and bounced gingerly on the springs. Daddy, what? Tomorrow I want you to tell me the story that that wizard took the magic wand and hit that mummy. Now see the ending. Now see the demand. Now see the suggestion. Now see the rectification in the story. Joe demanded from his father, the daddy. See the sentence. Tomorrow I want you to tell me the story that wizard took that magic wand and hit that mummy. This was the ending she wanted and demanded. Her plump arms chopped forcefully right over the head. Okay, no, this is the forceful nature of the parents. No, that's not the story. The point is that the little skunk loved his mummy more than he loved all the other little animals, and she knew what was right. Here the parent is, okay, parenting, that just I keep on telling you all that those parents who are very much educated, they want their children to be educated as well. They don't want their children to be like a cricketer, like a dancer, like a singer, like a musician, like a, they don't want their children, many of them, not all, that they don't want that the likes of the children should be taken care of. They should be modified according to their own wish. So it is a well saying that children are from parents. They are from parents. They don't belongs to their parents. It means that the parents are door for the children, not the source of everything. Okay. they cannot install the software of their own in their children. She kicked her legs up and sat down on the bed with a great heave and complained of the springs, as she had done hundreds of times before. This is the complaining nature of the children. Except that this time she did not laugh. Say it, Daddy. Well, well, we will see. Now at least have a rest. Uh, Stay on the bed. You are a good girl. He closed the door and went down a stair. Claire, the wife, and spread the newspapers and opened the paint can, and just wearing an old shirt of his own on top of her maternity smock, was stroking the chair rail with a dipped brush. Above him footsteps vibrated and he called, Joe. Joe is the once again he's calling. Joe, shall I come up there and spank you, means hit you, beat you? The footstep hesitated. He wanted to just move up, okay, and just thrash her so that she could take the nap, okay, peacefully, and should not disturb them working, and should not even wake the baby who was already asleep. That was a long story, Claire said. Means see the excuse, okay, see the criticism of the wife also. She was not happy that her husband should spend this much time with the children. The poor kid, he answered, and with utter weariness watched his wife labor, and he could see that his wife was working very hard for long, long time, and he joined her very late. The woodwork, a cage of moldings and rails and baseboards all around them, was half old tan and half new ivory. This is the paint, okay, actually she was just painting the wall, and he felt caught in an ugly middle position. What is the ugly middle position for the narrator? He was stuck in the real world, okay, the hardship world of his life. At the same time, he was also stuck in the fantasy fantasy of his daughter. The daughter is demanding something else, and the mother is demanding something else, and he was stuck between in these two demands. The demand of the daughter is that you are going to tell me the story once again, and this time it was not the mother skunk who is going to hit the wizard, it was the wizard who is going to hit the mother. And the Joe mother, means the wife of the narrator, wants that the narrator should accompany her, okay, all the time in the household work. And in both cases, okay, in both condition, he was not able to just give his presence 100%, 100%, 100% presence, okay, in both situation. And that's why he was caught in a very ugly middle position. And though he was a well felt, okay, his wife presence in the cage with him, okay, cage actually refers to his house. And cage, why he's telling cage? Cage because he was not having all the freedoms, okay. He did not want to speak with her, work with her, okay, touch her, anything. This was the affection he wanted to show, that I am very loving husband, okay, I am very caring husband. And in this way the story ends. So you will see, you will read once again, and you'll do all the NCERT questions of this story. Thank you very much. All the best. God bless you all. See, I have already given you the explanation, okay, the moral and theme of this story, that this story have multi layers of meaning. Good parenting, okay, hard. The parents want their children to just learn the hardship of this world. The children have different way of life, okay, different way of thinking, and they don't want to just live according to the instruction of their parents. Okay, the second thing is that the narrator is trying to highlight that parents are not always right. They are not always right, and they cannot install the same software. Software means same thought, same ideology, same principle of life that they have led in their own. okay, in their life. They cannot install all these things in the mind of the children. Although the children are from them, but they don't belongs to them. So these are the things you will just write in your long answer, okay? And you will do the NCERT questions, long questions of the story. Thank you very much.